sympathy. William praised as good king for admitting his depression, in stark contrast to Harry. Prince William has revealed that he was engulfed by a dark cloud of anguish and depression after witnessing the aftermath of a devastating accident. In a remarkable display of candour, the Duke vividly describes how his torment left him feeling as if the whole world was dying. His mental health crisis came after he helped to save the life of a gravely injured boy only a few years older than his son, Prince George, while working as a helicopter pilot for the air ambulance service. In an extraordinarily frank podcast to be released tomorrow, the future king describes how he was deeply affected by what he experienced that day. Overwhelmed by depressive feelings, he says it was as if something had changed inside him. Weeks later his despair intensified. As he describes it, it was like someone had put a key in a lock and opened it without me giving permission to do that. He adds, you just feel everyone's pain, everyone's suffering. And that's not me. I've never felt that before. The prince describes how talking to colleagues and meeting the boy's family enabled him to conquer his demons over time. It is understood that William was referring to a car accident which left 5-year-old Bobby Hughes brain damaged in 2017. Last night, the boy's mother, Carly, 40, said, William told us how it affected him as a father and how he felt our pain. He's amazing, a credit to our country. I've looked into his eyes and, genuinely, he has got a kind heart. Meanwhile, Prince Harry slammed for discussing mental health in new series with Oprah. Prince Harry tells Oprah how the royal family bullied him. Harry opens up to Oprah, discussing in detail how his mother Diana's death in 1997 influenced his decision to leave the royal family. He reveals his frustration and disappointment with his father, Prince Charles, accusing him of enabling the suffering he experienced as a child and of never intervening later, when he and his wife, Meghan Markle, were being harassed by the media. The Duke of Sussex has been accused of throwing the royal family under the bus again. Prince Harry spoke about his mental health and described his royal family life as a mix between The Truman Show and being in a zoo. Royal biographer Angela Levin joined Kate Garraway and Ben Shepherd on Good Morning Britain today as she said, he's being incredibly rude again. Accusing him of being disloyal, she also suggested that he was lying about Meghan being behind his choice to get therapy. Claiming she had interviewed him in length in 2017, Angela said that she had asked him whether Meghan had been behind his decision to get therapy. He said, no, it was William, he was the one who saved me, she explained. Either he told me something that was not true or he's saying something not true now. Fuming about his interview, Angela said, I think it's terrible, it's absolutely disgusting, to be honest. I have to say that I don't think it's very good that you don't let your son have any contact with your family. It is unspeakably, ruthlessly cruel. Meanwhile, the deeply personal nature of William's podcast marks a dramatic departure from the more formal and traditional style of communication from senior members of the royal family. Of all the revelations, it is his frank disclosures about his mental health that are likely to startle listeners the most. Last night, a royal source said, you really don't hear this sort of interview very often. It is a deeply significant insight into the Duke of Cambridge, not just as a member of the royal family but as a person. The recording comes at an intriguing time for the future of the monarchy. Although recorded in February, it will air a week after Barbados officially removed the Queen as their head of state. Patrick Jeffson, Princess Diana's former private secretary, described William's candid monologue as a revolutionary moment, adding, far from being woke psychobabble, it's an honorable formula for a successful future reign.